Consumption is an integral process of social reproduction, and it is also the final touch point. It refers to the process of using social products to meet the various needs. Consumption is divided into production consumption and personal consumption. The former refers to the use and consumption of production materials and living labor in the production of material data. The latter refers to the behavior and process of using the produced materials and spiritual products to meet the needs of an individual, executing practical functionalities apart from the production process. It is an indispensable condition for restoring people's labor and labor production. With the improvement of living standards, the world has entered the era of mass consumption. According to the statistics of authoritative organizations, the total global consumption has reached $22.5 trillion in 2015, an increase of 5.6% in 2014, and the total global retail sales in 2017 was $25.11 trillion. By 2019, global consumer retail sales will reach $28 trillion. The fundamental role of consumption in economic growth has been steadily increasing, supporting half of the world's economic development. Along with the pace of acceleration in economic transformation and growth, the pain of data consumption has gradually become time-intensive, along with gradual reshaping of the consumer service ecosystem has become a reality. GT Dollar, using blockchain technology to mine the value of assets contained in personal consumption data, is intended to create a global consumer traceability business service ecosystem. Many developed countries in the commercial application of the Internet. GT Dollar's extensive years of research have found that in social business activities, consumption is not just advanced consumption, it is also a renewable resource. The reusable blockchain cache energy thus established the Internet with AI, BI, CI, DI, blockchain business system, giving top priority to consumer interests. Let consumers consume, be willing to spend, and let the power of consumption surprise you by transforming all consumptions into savings and eventually into investments. Consumption has become the new way of life. The brilliant idea of retrospective consumer protection is based on the characteristics of consumers, which has been integrated into the basic value of the green action for consumer protection, focusing on renewable and recycling, combining the characteristics of consumer rebates, group purchases, financial management, etc. The data creates a new encrypted digital currency, eco-commercial system, and has launched an unprecedented retail revenue sharing consumer protection system. When the ecosystem of the business is presented to consumers, they will have the desire to make repeat consumption. For each consumption, the merchants participating in the retail sharing consumer protection guarantee will benefit from the consumer protection business system, and the merchants will receive the same amount of profit. GT Dollar and the consumers who made this purchase will also get GT Dollar calculated based on the merchant's profit margin. All merchants' concierges are gathered into the Consumer Protection Global Business System and calculate the daily consumer protection number, value of merchants and consumers holding GT Dollar through Global Operations Big Data DI. All merchants and consumers pass the method of recycling cash for consumer protection enables the GT Dollar obtained in consumption into the cryptocurrency in your hands. You can experience this marveling consumption experience brought by consumer security digital cryptocurrency every day. Consumer protection is changing the rules of the commercial market. The Consumer Protected DI commercial system will integrate consumption, wealth management, savings, and investments, so that consumer behavior will surpass the value of its own goods, and spending money will become a stable return. Long-term investment. Consumption investment economy refers to an operating mode that uses market rules to achieve value added and profitable growth through the technical operation of capital itself or the interaction of capital. Its core idea is to collect the scattered funds and reallocate them according to a certain ratio so that people can get rich quick. It shares the same ideology as stock, fund, etc., but the method and theme is different. In future, consumption will also be returned to consumers through the Consumer Protection Global Business System. The Consumer Protection System will give governments a vital role in increasing taxation, employment, and driving economic development. An infinitely beautiful world is about to start with you!